I'm Anna from HUAWEI AppGallery, and welcome to AppGallery Connect Academy. Today, I will be talking about remote configuration. Using the service, you can quickly modify the behavior and appearance of your app without upgrading it. You can change parameter values for your app through remote configuration based on your needs. For example, you can change the theme color for a specific holiday or localize your app for specific countries or regions. You can also configure conditions for a new function to take effect. This means you can release a function to a section of users, let's say 5% of all users, to minimize risks and buy time for adjustments, and then gradually roll out a function in full. In addition, if you're using HUAWEI Analytics Kit, you can customize user experience based on audience analysis. For example, more games can be offered to gamers, while more learning opportunities can be presented for users who love learning. Now let's look at a real-life case of using remote configuration. An app offers a range of audio services and collects user behavior data. Its developer wants to recommend different audio to users based on targeted parameters. With remote configuration, they managed to dynamically adjust from the home screen which audio is recommended to different users. By matching audio channels to users, the developer was able to increase the click-through rate by 8% and increase user activeness by 10%. Let's look at how remote configuration works. First, integrate the remote configuration SDK into your app client. Next, you need to configure conditions and parameters in AppGallery Connect or through the REST API. Once selected, the conditions and parameters are delivered to the remote configuration server. From here, the app periodically or immediately obtains data from the remote configuration server to change how your app looks and works. Here's what you need to do if you wish to use remote configuration. The first step is to enable the service for each one of your apps in AppGallery Connect. When you enable the service, you also enable its API. You can integrate the SDK with only 10 lines of code, which will take about half an hour to complete. Once done, you'll need to configure the conditions. You can set the effective scope by specifying the filtering criteria. There are two types of criteria to choose from. The first type is collected from devices, for example, country, region, language, OS version, and app version. The other type is audiences and user attributes analyzed and defined by HUAWEI Analytics. The final step is to set different parameter values for different conditions. These configurations are optional and can be skipped in simple scenarios. If you change the values on the cloud, the in-app parameter values will change accordingly. Current criteria include the app version, system version, device language, country region, audience, user attribute, user percentage, and time and date. Among them, audiences and user attributes are provided by HUAWEI Analytics. Audiences are obtained based on reported user events, for example, lost users and paid users. HUAWEI Analytics provides an API for reporting user attributes. You can customize the user attributes to be reported. If an audience includes fewer than 5,000 users, you will receive a notification. However, this will not affect the filtering process. Remote configuration supports historical version management. A maximum of 300 historical versions can be accessed from the last 90 days. You can choose to roll back to a historical version at any time. Each time you modify or deploy a configuration, a new version is generated. Real-time updates through remote configuration are made available through cloud functions in HUAWEI PushKit. Here's how it works. If a configuration is released or rolled back through remote configuration, the associated cloud function will be triggered. Keep in mind that you need to compile the function in advance. From here, the triggered function will request HUAWEI PushKit to send a transparently transmitted push message to the client side. The client side will then change the status of the in-app version to expired. When the remote configuration SDK detects that the in-app version has expired, it immediately synchronizes the latest version from the cloud and updates the version on the client side. Well, that's all for this episode of AppGallery Connect Academy. To learn more about our services, scan the QR code to visit our website. And if you have any questions, please send us an email. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.